promise you it will be worth it. Oh, nah, nah. Oh, nah, nah. Hand in hand on the west side. One hand free, book the next fly. Oh, nah, nah. Oh, nah, 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 nah. My darling, we on our way. Come follow me today. We on our way to find our love. My darling, my darling, my darling, my darling. We on our way to this is love that I got, babe, got, babe, got, babe, got, babe. Oh, love, in and out.
Fish family and friends, welcome to this morning's Deeper Dive Live. We are live in the building with the livest live audience, and all the Tampa Bay staff is in the building. But you're here, and we appreciate you being here with us. The Deeper Dive gives us the opportunity to attend to the things that God has said to us, as we've determined to be people who are most blessed. Most blessed. We're not halfway. We're not quite halfway into the year, but man, I'm just wondering how you feeling in your most blessed year. Like at this stage of the year, you feeling most blessed. Pastor Brian brought us a message on Sunday, and we're here to take a deeper dive in it. We have our overseer here with us. Pastor Deborah is in the building today. Good morning. Good morning, Pastor Deborah.
Good morning.
And not Sunday past, but the one before that, we got a new statement, right? I will live holy. I will love the church. I will live boldly. That's where we are now.
Right.
I will live boldly.
Right.
And the theme of Sunday's message was, you know what? With this word, to live boldly, people are going to be trying to make some moves, but you have to have the right atmosphere in order to cultivate living boldly. So we're here, and I think it's fitting that you are here with us to have this conversation, being that you were, I'm pretty sure just about everybody in this room can attest, you were married to not the most boldest, one of the most boldest persons any of us know. Right? Yeah. So yeah, and I think that fits the message quite well, as the rest of us are learning. One, those of us that are visionaries, how do we navigate sharing vision in a way that it's accepted and we can run with it? Or the other side is, how do I receive vision without, stifling it, shutting it down, canceling it out, and all of those things?
Yeah, that's a delicate balance. I believe that every person in their particular gifting has a sensitivity
That's good.
to whatever the gift they have.
Okay.
And so they're looking for people to come on board when they speak it,
Right.
or when they share it. And so you got two things going. First of all, a visionary normally does not share until they have seen something. So they live in it and they relish it for a length of time. And then they're ready to speak it out.
Right.
The part that kind of gets to be a challenge for the person hearing it is, I just heard it.
That's right.
But then they want you to
be ready to
hear
run.
it like they've been thinking about it for a long time. And so they want you to jump on board with them. They're already running. And they're just like, hey, get you're like, wait, hold
Why ain't
it.
you running too?
I'm not running. I'm walking. You was running by me, and you're telling me to jump on.
Right.
And so there could be questions. And there's a difference between questioning and having a question. And that was one of the things he did talk about, that people are questioning what the person is saying. So they will sit around and find a question to slow you down.
That's right.
To stop you from running in this direction. And so, of course, he's telling each side to be sensitive to one another in the fact that, like I said, a visionary normally, they don't say anything unless they've lived in it, and they've walked in it, and they've dreamed about it, and
worked out all the details.
No.
Oh.
No, they have not worked out all the details.
That's the part.
They
There
have
we
not
go.
worked out one detail.
Right.
They just see themselves doing whatever it is that they're doing, and they haven't worked out time. They hadn't worked it out. But now, as a visionary matures, they will begin to do that.
Okay.
And so they'll say, I've thought this through. New visionaries hadn't thought it through. They just saw it happening.
Right.
And they didn't know how they haven't even discovered how to do it. And that's why the logistics person come along beside them,
Right.
and depending on how the questions are asked will determine whether they're offended
Yep,
by you
yep.
you just can't receive what. No, I'm just trying to figure out how we are going to get to the moon. I mean, since that's what you
that's
want
where
to
we
do.
going.
I'm not telling you we're not going.
Right.
I'm just saying how we gonna get there.
There's
How,
so
how are we
much.
gonna get there? But the visionary is not thinking about how I'm going to get there.
Right.
They just say we're going to the moon.
We're going to
We're
the moon.
going to the moon, and then
And-
you have other visionaries going, "Yeah, that's great!" Woo!
Let's
And then you
go.
got the logistics person sitting over there, got 3,000
I like
questions.
your word better, logistics person. I had vision manager. I don't know if how that sounds.
Vision
manager.
No,
There's
it's
a visionary and a vision manager.
Yeah. No, it's
Logistics
that.
person
It's the
is
logistics
much
person,
better.
and so you need both of them in order for it to take place. And so it's working with both sides, because he was talking about you don't want to quail the visionaries' vision, because they think you are against them, and in turn, you don't want the logistics person questioning.
Right. Yep.
And so therefore each person has to give leniency.
That's good. That's good. I mean, there has to be a compassion there, because there are certain realities that do exist. Like you talking about going to the moon, and we need to eat Friday. We need dinner. We need things immediately that you may have forgotten about before we take this trip to the moon.
Right, but they just want you to be excited in the moment. And so you for a visionary, they need the excitement for the moment, and you have to you have to live with that. But then you can't be real slow before you start talking about logistics, because the visionary will start running towards it.
That's good.
And then it's like, wait a minute, how many people and what are they doing? And they're not seeing how it all connects. They just telling people, yeah, we're gonna do this, and a visionary talking to another visionary just gets big.
My gosh.
It just starts to get,
Right.
it just starts to get bigger.
Right.
And did you ever think? And we could do this, and you just got people in the room just like,
There's so much that hasn't been said that needs to be said.
that need to be said, need to be worked out. But so again, it's a delicate balance. As I said, as people mature in it, and just learn to appreciate the other side.
There we go.
Then, because of course I've had the pleasure of saying we're gonna do this. You work it out. But I need some more answers. I need some more answers before I can work it out, and being careful again not to shut it down, because you just don't want to. I don't even want to think about it, because we're already doing something else. So
There's something else that Pastor Brian said. There was really, I guess, more conversation can be had around. He talked about how we shouldn't. I don't remember how he said it exactly, but what I got from it was, don't be so quick to label yourself, where you've defined yourself as the visionary and you try to be that in every situation, or you've defined yourself as the logistics person and you try to be that in every situation.
yeah,
Now, there are times when the logistics person has some vision, and there are some situations where the visionary got some logistics.
right.
So
True.
being open for whatever the Lord is doing.
Exactly, leading you to do at that time, because that is true. Because we did have an employee. We always said, you always stay within the lines. We know you, and they kept saying, no. I sometimes go outside the line, and people would actually laugh. Then to discover that in actuality, she did have some good ideas.
That's good. Right.
And people was like, we're not gonna listen to you. We know you just you stay in between the lines. We need to come outside of the lines. Can you think outside of the lines? And it can be a fun place, but it also can be a challenging place. And so again, each person has to give leniency to the other person, in the fact that the visionary needs to listen to someone ask them some questions about it, because sometimes they really have not, when I say thought it through, they're saying some things, and it's like most of the time they see it happening like right now. And maybe it can't happen right now, but it can happen. It's not that, but it takes time to do what you what you're saying to do. And so again, I think the visionary does not like the questioning.
Right.
And while they're sharing vision, they certainly don't want you. Please don't start all these questions.
Right.
They just want you to see it. Can you see it?
Let me get it out my mouth first.
Let me get it out of my
Right?
mouth first. Stop! Don't interrupt me. Just
Yeah.
kind of go with me. Just kind
Right.
of go with me, and then
I want if the tension in those conversations, is it the visionary is fearing that you're not going to let me do this, and the logistics person is fearing you're going to ruin us if you do this. Is that the tension?
well, see, that can still be all over the map.
Okay.
Visionaries are just excited about what they see,
Right.
and sometimes if you just let them, sometimes as they're talking,
that's good.
they'll even discover that, you know what,
There's some
maybe
things I
no,
gotta consider.
maybe
That's
no, but
good.
you won't give them the opportunity
Right.
to even talk it through. And also remember, he talked about praying.
That's
you need
right.
to you need to pray about whatever it is. And a lot of times working with a visionary, I would listen and I'm thinking in my head, I'm nodding my head, yes, but actually I'm just inside, I'm just going,
So much.
what?
Right.
What?
Right.
And I think there's going to come a moment when we're going to talk about how to get this done.
Right.
And so that could be an exciting time. You can make it exciting. Oh, okay. So let's talk about how we're going to get it done. But you have to first they want to first, let me say it.
That's good.
And so then let's see how we could possibly bring this to pass. And what's going to happen, because what I can get excited about is the outcome.
That's
What
good.
is it what is this supposed to do?
Right.
And so that's people who are asking questions. If I can get at so what is this going to accomplish? I can get excited over what it's going to accomplish.
That's
and
good.
then my attitude towards the visionary changes.
Got it. That's good.
So
that's good.
So that's
So-
how you work with a visionary.
In that, I hear two, like for people who are looking to put this in practice, I hear two potential responses. One, that sounds great. Let's talk about how it can get done. Something to that
Not
effect.
Immediately.
Not
Not immediately, because when they're
Not
sharing,
right there.
you need to go ahead and dream with them. That's how you have to get to the. So what is this gonna? So what's?
There we go.
So what is
Okay.
this going to accomplish? I hear you talking about going to the moon, and so when we get there, I mean, you just keep asking. So when we get there, what are we
Right.
gonna do?
Yes.
And then and then you can get cheerful about what it's
So
going
that
to do.
sounds
I can
good.
get excited.
Right.
So when
Yeah.
I come back to you and I'm like, okay, so I was thinking about what you said.
That's right. That's good. That's good.
That's how you.
And then how do you say, because you don't want to say, oh, in the middle of them sharing vision, okay, let's pray about it. You want to say, like, you don't want to
No.
do that.
It's the same thing.
But that's a good response too. To
Well,
let me pray about it with you or something. He said, how do you do that?
You can do that, but you
Okay.
still.
All right. Let's seal that thing in
it's
prayer.
Let's seal
Something
that
like
thing in
that?
prayer.
That
Yeah,
sounds
you
good. That
can.
sound like
You
you
say,
say
or
something.
you can just start. Oh, God, give us the wisdom to bring
Boom,
it past.
there
Blah
you
blah
go.
blah blah.
Okay.
You can
That's
do
right.
you can do that,
That's
but
good.
you can't be cynical either.
Right.
Because then
No,
they hear
pick up.
they hear
They
you
done.
didn't hear from God.
I am not
You didn't-
sharing
you
it
didn't
with
hear
you.
from God.
I'm walking away. You're not the person
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do this with.
It's
Yeah,
like,
you get
let's
kicked
see.
out there.
Listen, I think we ought to pray about that. Oh no, they getting all the.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
This is good.
not like that. Depending on how close you are to it, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna be praying. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be praying about that with you. And you know what? You can say it in sincerity if you want to know
Right.
the truth about it.
Yeah.
If you think it's crazy and stupid,
Yeah.
you can. I'm gonna be praying about
Jesus.
this because I am. Because the one thing that I discovered for myself is that I have an opinion, you have an opinion, but we really only want to consider what God has to say. And I could possibly be wrong. That it's going to fail and that's crazy and we will have wasted money and blah, blah, blah. I could be wrong. So in my prayer, I ask God to reveal what's the right way to me and to them so that, I'm open to what God has to say, even if it may sound ridiculous to me. It may be the very thing God is saying. But if I'm praying because I really, what you think this is going to bring, I want that same outcome.
Right.
I may not be sure of the direction of it or how it should go, and you came up with an idea. And over the years, we've had some really awesome people to work with us. Our attorney, she never said y'all can't. She never has said y'all can't do that. She just says, let's pray about it, and we'll see how God wants for that to take place, how we can do that, and which was always such a blessing, because normally they really, let's stand between the line. You can't do that. Y'all can't do that. You can't. Well, she would always ask, so what's the outcome? What is it that you're wanting to accomplish? Let's see how we can get this done then.
Yeah, that's good.
And so that's it's good to be around people like that. And in turn, the visionary has to be willing to listen.
Right.
To the person that you're wanting to do it, because I have to have clarity. Even if you want me to do it, I gotta have some clarity about how to go about carrying this out. So yeah, living boldly.
That's good. What I'm hearing is on both sides, you can't be self-centered. Like what would cause a visionary to be angry is if they're only seeing what they're going to do, and they're not considering how it impacts the people they're sharing the vision with. And the same is true on the other side. If I only see how this is going to negatively impact me or what we're doing, then I'm going to respond in frustration.
Selfishness on both sides.
That's right. We, Pastor Brian shared the example comically about the Bucks, the trying out.
Yes.
We actually had a person in our, circle some years ago who shared with us that they were going to try out for the Bucks. He was serious. And I look back, and if I could pat everybody on the back that was there, I would right now, because we didn't shut him down. We heard what he said and figured, I think it was because we really care for him, and there was a love for him. It was like, if this is what you dreaming, bro, tell us about it when you come back. Like, go do your thing. And yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there.
So he's not a...
No, he didn't. No, he went and found out for himself.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to say it. He went and found out for himself. He went out there. He did try out.
Oh, okay.
He tried out. He did. And, I think sometimes it's better for the person to see for themselves than for you to shut them down.
Yeah.
So.
And that is true, unless it's going to be harmful. When it's going to be harmful, then much prayer
right.
is involved in it. But, yeah, there's always recovery.
There's always recovery. That's good. See, we have to be intentional about finding hope in it.
Yeah.
That's good. And I think and Pastor Brian did weave in the relationship points in the message on Sunday, because it's something that we all can relate to in our relationships, married or not. We have friends we share things with or want to share things with, and definitely in the marriage relationship, we're sharing ideas and the information that we all need is how to cultivate an environment that is good with bold moves or bold ideas. So I think and we're looking forward to hearing more as he continues to go, like how do we begin to have environments that are good with bold ideas? So not just, in moment by moment, or whenever I get ready to share something, but I want to have an environment that's safe for ideas to be shared.
Oh, an environment that's an environment is shaped by your attitude. It's shaped by the things that you say, and
because I'm even thinking about, I know you have 4 children. And those of us that are in this room are familiar with the personalities of those 4. So I know that you and Pastor Poe cultivated an environment that made it okay for people to do what they believe the Lord was leading them to do. And I'm thinking about I have children, and there are others in this room that have children. Like, what do we do to create an environment that it's okay for my soon-to-be 11-year-old to come and say, I believe the Lord is leading me to do these things, and her feeling safe to do it?
Well, that
Can't go back no more, I'm sorry, you're not gonna miss it.